legs should almost be floating. I should be able to stand quite happily with this just slightly above the ground. The only time I should need to put the foot down is at the end of lunge. And when I recover at the end, I should be able to be on the back leg. When we see people sparring inside the broadsword, we usually see them take the front away from the stance, just because that feels most natural. But if you take the front away from the stance, you don't be able to do any of the movement patterns on the Scottish broadsword. You just cannot get the right kind of movement unless the weight is in the back. So just let's do a little bit of warming up and starting now. So I would like you to take a little bit of space. Okay. And when we're going to come on guard. So come into your stance with weight in the back leg, and come on guard, defending your outside. The outside is your dominant side. From here, from here, I would like you to lunge forward, not a big lunge, just transfer your weight forward, and as you do that, make a cut. From that, recover back to your outside guard and weight in the back leg. Okay? You can do that a few times. Cut, recover, cut, and recover, cut, and recover, cut, recover. So, when we do this now, I want you to really think about what you're doing with that back leg. So try and do this, keeping the foot off the ground if you can. So here, we're on guard, balance on the back foot, lunge and cut, foot to land, that's fine, recover back to guard. You should be able to do this on your back foot. Cut, and recover to guard. Cut, recover to guard. Cut, recover to guard. Okay, does that feel a little bit painful on the legs? Good. That means you need to work it more. Ideally, you should be happy with being able to make this leg do all the work for you. So we'll try it this time coming on guard to the inside, so the stomach inside, foot slightly off the ground, and making cuts on the lunge. And recover. Cut. And recover. Cut. And recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Okay? Now, we're going to come from the hanging guard. Basket up high, and leg protecting the head. So, guard, foot slightly off the ground, weight in the back leg. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Cut. Recover. Okay, in you come. Obviously, when you're sparring, you don't need to keep your foot off the ground. This is probably not very helpful if you're sparring. It's much more useful to have your foot on the ground, make a move around as required. But to have the weight on the back leg, lunge and recover. When we see people making up lunge, when you try to recover from a long lunge, usually what happens, you've got to do something with this back knee. You've straightened this leg so much, you have to do something here. Drive the weight back. This is quite a slow recovery. What you often see people do to try to speed it up is just to collapse back knee or the back foot. The heel comes off the ground and perhaps try and do this. In order to pull that foot back faster. But of course, at any point in time, if you collapse the leg that's holding you up, you're not going to be able to balance quite as well, you're not going to be able to put your foot down exactly where you need it. The benefit of making this short lunge recovery is that you can just decide, okay, my weight is going to go into my back leg, you can almost push off the ground with the front foot, and that's your back in a safe position. So now, I want you to make your cut, and the moment you land, I want you to push off the front foot and just bring your weight back onto the back leg. So you're not going to spend very much time in this long position. You're just going to strike out and push back immediately and come to this feet together position. I don't mind exactly how you do this. You can bring your feet back to here, to there, to somewhere like this. It's fine. But the moment strike, push straight back and come to this position. If you find yourself having to pause and push, you've gone too far with the lunge. Keep it nice and short. Just go back immediately. Take a bit of space and just try this a few times. With whatever cut, from whatever guard. So, cut, and immediately recover. Okay, in you go. So the next piece of information that we're going to need to look at to make sure that we have the correct structure in the legs to be able to support the movement patterns is how to keep the legs straight. Quite a lot of you, when you lunge, you're landing on the ball of the foot and the heel is up a little bit. And sometimes it's even turned a little bit inwards, like this. You have to make sure that the toes are always pointing in the direction that you're traveling. So if I'm going straight along this line, toes have to be pointing along this line. If I decide to lunge over here, toes have to be going in this direction. If I decide to lunge over here, toes have to be going in the line that you're traveling. The knee needs to be bending along that same line here. If at any point you find the knee is bending inwards or the toes are pointing somewhere else, then your structure has collapsed. Not only is it not going to be quite so fast to recover, you're also going to be landing with a lot of stress and force on your joints. And over time, that will hurt. So try the same exercise again. Don't worry about pulling back quite so quickly, but when you lunge, let the heel land first, and then as you transfer the weight onto the front foot, just roll everything into position like that. The way that I do my lunge is I kick my heel along the ground like so. I don't have to go very far, it's just a small kick. Heel lands and everything rolls into position. If you try and think about the lunge as a step, this sort of thing can happen quite easily. But just push the heel, let the heel hit the ground, and let the leg bend correctly into shape. Take a bit of space, try that with your cuts. find the ground. Okay, you come. The final bit of information about the lunge is what the back foot is doing. Watch my back foot when I make this lunge. It stays attached to the ground. I am not doing this because that collapses the structure of the whole leg. I'm not doing this because I've lost contact with the floor with my heel. Now, for me to recover, I've got to first find the ground again, and that takes time. The Scottish system is very slow about going forward. You don't want to advance into danger unless you know you can handle it. And it's very quick in the retreat. In general, the footwork advancing is very small steps forward, big steps backwards. You've got your lunge forward, but the recovery from the lunge is a big motion. You need to think more about being able to take yourself out of danger. You've got to advance into danger just very carefully. So, that back heel needs to stay on the ground. When you lunge, this leg doesn't have to do anything, it just needs to support the body. It can support the body very easily if the heel remains on the ground. So, one more time, making your cuts, making your recoveries, but keep that heel firmly placed on the ground. It should never actually move for this exercise. Watch. The heel doesn't go anywhere, it just stays. Take a space, try that. Excellent. In you come. How does that feel compared to what you were doing earlier? Does it feel any different? Does it feel more difficult? Talk to me. Much more stable. Much more stable. Any other thoughts? It's easier to come back. Yes. The more stable this is, the more planted and balanced, the easier it is to recover.
It's a little bit static.
It is very static.
But I always used to do ice skating like this.
Okay, yes. Interesting, yes. Okay, yes. Please stop to the ground. So, from my point of view, these are all very good things about this style of fighting. You see people, they go in and they start doing the safety and broadsword everything, and they walk in like this, and they're very, very mobile. And then they start doing this sort of thing, and look very light and fast on the feet. But when you're light and fast on the feet, you're very fast going forward, and not quite as fast on the recovery. So that's very good for systems we want to go over there and attack the person, but the focus of the Scottish Broadsword system is very much, this is my bit of ground, I'm going to defend this, you can't take it from me. So with this in mind, we have to get quite close to our opponent to be able to fight them. If we start fighting at this distance, then even with the best lunge, it cannot reach. We're going to have to think very carefully about how we advance into a distance whereby we can engage. Even at this distance, I cannot necessarily hit him. But this is here. With a short lunge, I cannot hit a deep target. I can maybe try and attack the arm. But from here, with the sword just crossing, if I want to hit a deep target, I have to come forward a bit more. Or extend a really big lunge. But from here, if he just takes his body anyway, that is a really bad position for me. So I'm going to be slow on the recovery. So we have to think, how can we get into distance so that we don't have to make a big lunge, while still maintaining the structure of the body. And one of the best ways to do this is by just making a sneaky step with the back foot. So if you come into distance, we start quite far away, advance cautiously, we come to whatever engagement. Very cautiously, again, I bring my back foot just in line with the front foot, and I can lunge out from this position. Like that. So please try that. With the partner, stand quite far away, so that you cannot hit each other at all. Advance cautiously, come to some kind of engagement. On one side, on the other side, however, it doesn't really matter. Come to some kind of engagement. Test your lunge and see if you can hit a deep target with a short lunge. Here, just too far away. If I were to go further, I could hit, but it's too fast. A short lunge, no, I cannot hit. Do it again. Advance nice and cautiously, come to your engagement. Bring the back foot up and lunge in and hit the target, the torso of the head. Please put masks on just to be on the safe side. Take a partner, try this. Let me try it 10 times and change the attack.
Last one.
Moi, je n'ai jamais rien fait pour ça, je peux pas péter.
Okay. It was just exercise to show you don't need to go fishing. Just need to move legs
après, on doit faire un petit tour. Mettez le terrain par tes arrière après. Et fais contre le côté. Fais contre Rocket.
When you do this kind of action,